Welcome back everyone. So today is a 60-minute intermediate level workout. So if you're new to my channel, I create 3 levels: gentle, beginner, and intermediate. So if you find this one too fast, don't worry, I have lots of other ones on the channel, so just go to the playlist and you'll find them there. So today's workout, we are doing 25 minutes of cardio. We're going into strength training after that and doing about 20 different exercises. So do have some dumbbells at the side of your chair so you can do those and get stronger. We'll also do posture, balance, and then finish with stretching. And before I go any further, I just wanted to thank Darcy and those at the Tropic Star RV Park in South Texas. Thank you so much for your donation. And I love hearing that you're working out together as a group, and I hope you continue to enjoy the workouts that I create. All right, let's get started. Let's start with just walking, taking a nice deep breath in and breathing out. Again, nice deep breath in and breathing out. So we're going for 30-second moves today. So every 30 seconds, the move will change. So sitting up straight, if you want to, you can move a little bit more forward on your chair. It makes it a little bit easier to move your legs in and out. We're gonna tap to the side. Now let's get a hand involved. So do what you can, take a break when you need to as we go through the workout. This will be 25 minutes of cardio. So this is an intermediate class, so this is faster than a lot of my other workouts. I also do gentle level and beginner level. So if this is too fast, then give those ones a try. Back into a walk. So let's get the arms into it. So just warming up here. We're going to move into a tap in front. And going into that bicep curl. So when you bring the hands up, flex those biceps. If you find that too fast, switch to one arm. There's always modifications to make workouts or to make the exercise easier or harder. Back into a walk. Let's bring the arms in front, other side. Working the shoulders. Tapping back, hands at your shoulders, and going up. Let's just do one at a time. So thinking of your abs being tight as well, tightening up that core. Tapping out again. Let's bring that arm up. It's like a jumping jack. And into a kick in front or a heel dig, and then pressing the hands back, warming up those triceps. So every time you press the hands back, flex the back of your arms. Again, you can slow that down by doing one arm at a time if you want to. Back into a walk, and let's just punch it out. Okay, sitting up straight, nice deep breath in, and breathing out. Again, nice deep breath in, and breathing out. And tapping at an angle, let's bring the arms into it. And if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can lean back a little bit and flex those abs. If not, if you have a bad back, then just sit up straight and continue to engage those abs as well. Tap in front, and let's just do a lower punch, or an upper punch, I should say. Get those arms into it. And skip rope. So if you want, you can move the feet a little bit more this way. If that's too difficult, then just do a little tap. I'm going to do the harder version since I think some of you can, since it's an intermediate level. Again, when it becomes too hard or it's too hard on your core, then just switch back to a tap. We're going to reach across next time, tapping out to the side. So reaching up, side, side. And walk. So let's actually pick up that pace and walk. Pick it up and walk. Pick it up and walk. Again, faster and slow. Faster and slow. Last time, faster and slow. Going out, out, ready? So we're going to start the lead with the other foot, with our left foot. So forward, forward, back, back. Last one. Going back into a walk, arms up at the side. Let's do circles. Relax those shoulders. So trying to keep the arms tight. Sitting up straight, switch the direction. So make sure your back is straight here. Protect your lower back. Okay, continuing to walk and just making the arms do big circles. So it's kind of like a bike with our arms. Biking with our arms. Tapping in front, both arms this time. And and tapping back, arms up at the side, and then press back. So making those triceps work. Again, you can do singles here if you want to. Okay, tap twice on one side, other side. Last one here. Now the same thing on the side. Press, other side. Last one here, back into a walk. Okay, sitting up straight, let's just roll the shoulders back. And then roll them forward. Let's just bring the hands in front, just stretch the arms back for a second. Let's get those shoulders back. And we're gonna go into a knee tap. Ready? Nice deep breath in. Music's a little bit slower here for a tiny bit. Keeping those abs tight or engaged. So when I say engage, think about someone going to punch you in the stomach and you're tightening up those ab muscles to protect yourself. Let's get that beat. Okay, let's go into a tap out to the side again. There we go. And pressing. Tapping back, and then you're just going to think of picking cherries or apples off a tree. Okay, tapping in front, bringing one arm in front, doing a front raise, working the shoulders here. Okay, let's think of skating, so going from one side to the other. Back into a walk, bicep curl, overhead. So here, this is a fast one, so figure out what pace works for you. Or just do a bicep curl. Nice deep breath in, and breathe out. Okay, tapping in front, arms in front, elbow back. Last one, tapping back. Let's go back to working those triceps. So really flex your triceps here, back of your arm. So every time that those hands are back is when you're flexing. Going into a heel dig and a wide bicep curl. So really flex those biceps. Going into a double knee tap. Keeping those abs engaged. Last one. And kicking in front. So kick with your heel. And taking a wide step out. So here's where you kind of need to be a little bit more further on forward on your chair. So relax the arms for a second, bring those shoulders back. So just tap as wide as you can. Going back into that march, getting those arms into it. So abs are tight, sitting up straight. Let's go back into doing it where our feet go back and forth. If you want to, you can hold on to the chair, stabilize yourself. When that becomes too tiring, just do a tap. You'll probably feel that in your hip flexors, so just be mindful of how it feels for you and do what feels right. And if you can, go back into it. Going into a walk. Okay, let's bring one arm up, up, and forward. There we go. Other side. And heel dig, pressing those hands down. Back into a march. One arm goes up and then the other side. So again, find the pace that works for you with your arms. Tapping out to the side, finding that beat, arms out to the side again and forward. Now you could pick up your arms to the pace of the beat, but I think that might be too fast, so do what feels right. This is tough on the coordination. Back into a walk. Nice deep breath in and breathing out. Shoulders are nicely back. Okay, let's work those triceps again in a little bit when we hit our next 30-second mark. So hands at the shoulders, tapping back, flexing those arms. And then tapping it to the side and punching. And walking, bring the arms up to the side, forward and down. Let's switch that. Forward, side, and down. Keeping them here, heel dig. Switching to one arm if that's too fast. So trying to get those shoulders back here. And then going out to the side with the heels, having the arms back and front again, and this time let's just do a low row. Let's have the palms up, that makes it a little bit easier. Your arms may be getting tired. Back into a walk, taking a nice deep breath in and breathing out. Okay, let's stretch the arms back, so sitting up straight here. So stretching them back as much as you can. Okay, hands by the head. Let's just go into a knee tap with our elbow. If that's too hard, go with your hands. Only do what's comfortable, what feels right. and walking. Nice deep breath in and breathing out. Almost done. Let's just bring the arms up. Nice deep breath in and breathing out. Again, nice deep breath in and breathing out. One more and breathing out. You have successfully finished the cardio portion, so that is 25 minutes. I'll give you a bit of time to grab your weights and then we'll get started with the strength training. So we're going to start with our sit to stands, which, as you know, is one of the most important exercises you can do if you're able to. If you can't do the sit to stands, you are going to lift both legs up instead. So while we stand, you lift your legs up. So heels are back underneath the chair a little bit if you can, putting your weight into the heels, standing up. Ready? Let's go. So we're doing 10. So this is 1. And as much as you can, try not to use your hands, but if you need to have your hands there for support, that's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so just do as many as you can. 9, last one, and 10. And coming down. So sitting in the chair, we're going to do clamshells, which I haven't done. I don't know if I've ever done these on my channel. I think I have in the past. So having our feet close together, we're going to, so if you had a band, you could put a band around your leg to make it more challenging. So next time you do this video, if you have a band, you could do that. So you would be putting it above the knees. Otherwise, your hands are going to be on the outside of your knees. And we're going to have the knees together first, and then you're going to press the knees out while you try and push your hands in. So give some resistance here. So pushing out, hold for 3, 2, 1, and back in. So going out and hold, press the knees out, push the hands in, 3, 2, 1, and back together. Trying to keep your back fairly straight as well. So 3, 2, 1, back in, pressing out, 3, 2, 1, back in. We're going to do that one more time. So pressing out, pushing in both directions, 3, 2, 1, in. So that's working your abductors on the outside of your hips and your glutes. Going into the seated or standing calf raise. So whatever you can do, if you can stand, then I'd recommend that you stand, just to give yourself a little bit more of a workout, just because you're lifting all of your body weight. Otherwise, if you're seated, you're lifting the heels up and coming back down. So standing behind the chair. So lifting the heels up, keeping the legs straight, and back down. Okay, ready? 1. Trying to, when you bring the heels down, try and bring your heels down fairly slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold for this one. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Okay, going into the side leg raises. So if you have to be seated, then you can do a second set of the clamshells, which we just did before this one. If you're standing, we're doing a side leg raise. So standing behind the chair, having the leg that's supporting you, you're just going to have that knee slightly bent just to support you, and then bringing the other leg out to the side. So trying to stand up straight, bringing that leg back in. Okay, let's go together. 1, We're gonna do this 8 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switching to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Going into our glute exercise. So strengthening our glutes. So having one leg, same thing. So a slight bend in the knee, and the other leg is just going straight back. So at this point, I'm feeling that in my glutes. So I'm flexing my glutes and bringing that foot back in. So if you're seated, if you need to stay seated, you're going to sit in your chair and you're just going to flex the glutes. So you're just squeezing your bum muscles and holding. Okay, so you're gonna hold for a count of 5, relax, squeeze again, and relax. And keep doing that while the people who are standing are doing this exercise. Okay, so let's go together. So for those who are standing, we're gonna bring that foot back, flex the glute, bring the foot back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switching to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 more. And last one. Excellent. Okay, let's go in front again, doing these sit to stands again. So this time we're changing it up a little bit, and we are challenging our balance a little bit as well. So we are going to bring one foot a little bit more forward than the other foot. And we're gonna stand, we're having the feet a little bit more narrow. Now, if you're new to this, if you're not comfortable doing that, keep your feet wider, okay? If you feel that you're more advanced, then you can have your feet a little bit closer because that's gonna challenge your balance more. So you decide where to start. I'm going to have us start here, but you make that decision for yourself. If you need to be seated, then just do the double leg raise. So sitting back in your chair to support your back, bring both legs up and back down. Okay, so for those who are standing, feet are about shoulder width apart. One foot is a little bit more forward than the other. We're gonna stand up together. So ready? So 3, 2, 1, and stand. Put that weight into your back heel to make it easier, and come back down. That's 1. Let's go again. So lean a little bit forward as you come up. 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. Come back down, switch the feet. So other foot goes back, other foot goes forward. You ready? Okay, put that weight into that back heel of the back foot. Lean forward a little bit to help yourself get up. If you need to, you can use your hands. Coming up, 1, and come down. Try not to let your knees buckle in either. Keep the knees apart. 2, 3, 4, coming down, last one, and 5. Excellent, coming back down. Good, taking a nice deep breath in and breathing out. Okay, grabbing onto your heavier weight, we're doing a back row. So what we're doing is we're having the weight here, we're lifting those elbows up and back down. Okay, so back is flat, lifting the weight up, keeping the elbows close to the body, and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Good. Sitting up straight, we're going into our chest flies. So we'll do singles. So what we're going to do is bring one arm up and back down. Okay, so try one, see how that feels. If that weight's too heavy, then drop down to a lower weight. Okay, ready? So back is flat, and breathing out as you lift. So, and back down, other side. 2. This is 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Excellent. Okay, going into our wide back row. So instead of going this way, we're now going this way. So we're going to do 2 wide ones, then go to narrow, doing 2 and going back and forth. Okay, you got it? So going wide, down, narrow, down, and narrow. Again, let's do 2 more like that. So wide, narrow, and narrow. One more set. Wide, breathe out, breathe out. Good work. Okay, doing our second set of chest flies. So determining if you can stay with that weight. If that's too heavy, then drop down to a lower weight. This time we're going to do a single, single, double, double. Got it? Okay, so single, single. Ready? Breathe out. And again. Single, single, double, and double. One more time. Single, single, double if you can. If you're tired, just take a break for the next one. Ready? If you can, one more. Excellent. Good. Okay, take a bit of a breather. Okay, going into our bicep curl. So bicep curls like this, curling up, and then turning it, going into that shoulder press, coming back down into that bicep curl. Let's go together. Curl and up. That's one. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. So 2 more if you can. So don't feel that you have to do the 10 every time I do 10 or 8 or 12, whatever it is that we're doing. Do as many as you can comfortably do them and safely. Okay, going into our tricep kickbacks. So here's where you might want to drop the weight. It depends on where you're at, how much you've been doing strength training. So kickbacks, I'm just gonna turn so you can see we're bringing our arms up. So the arm stays around the back. It's going to be lifted a little bit higher than the back. Try and keep your back flat. Press that weight back and then in front again. So that your upper arm is staying in that position most of the time. Okay, So having the arms down, bringing those elbows up, trying to keep them close to your body, pressing that weight back and forward. 2, always breathing out as you lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we're going to 15, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Excellent. Putting the weight on your legs for a second, taking a breather, and breathing out. Okay, working our shoulders, we're doing a lateral raise to front raise. So I'm going to drop my weight for this one. Because we're doing 2 exercises in one, I find it really tires out the shoulders, and a lighter weight is usually best, or I can't handle heavier, so do what works for you. So bringing the weight out to the side, so a lateral raise and front raise, you try and stay a little bit below your shoulders. So sometimes in my video in the camera, it looks like I'm going a little bit higher, but it's sometimes just the angle. So just keep that in mind and keep the hands below the shoulders and then coming forward and down, going out and down, up and down. Six, 7. We're just going to 8 here. Breathe out. Excellent. So staying with this weight or going back to the heavier weight for the triceps, whatever works for you. So I'll give you a second to grab those weights if you want to. Okay. Having the weight, let's start this way, it's just easier to explain. Bringing the arms up, flexing back. So if you're with the lighter weight now, you can really concentrate on flexing those triceps. Keep going. We've got 3 more. Excellent. Okay, so we'll put the weights down for now. Okay, the next one, what do I have on the list for us? Abs. Okay, let's have our arms up. We are going to think about someone about to punch us in the gut. So have those abs tight because you're wanting to protect your abs. Okay, so just lift a knee up, and I want you to breathe out as you lift that knee up. So, and flex, okay? Already that should be hard. Bring that knee back down. Again, breathe out. Really focus on engaging the abs. And back down. Again. And down. And down, and down, and down. One more. Other side. Relax those arms. Now, same thing, but bringing the wrist to the outside of the knee. Again, I want you to think about engaging the abs and back in. So the reason we did this one is to make you really focus on what you're gonna do with your abdominals. So here, flex and in, flex and in. If you're not supposed to twist your back because of different back issues, you can just stay straight and in. Keep going. Make sure you're doing it long enough on each side that you have time to focus on engaging the abdominal muscles. If you need to quit on the abs, that's okay, take that break. You're not quitting, you're just doing as much as you can. Let's do one more on each side. Okay, for those who want a little bit more for the abdominals, we're going to sit up straight, have your back straight so you're protecting your back, bring the feet in and out. Now, engage. Keep breathing. And relax. And you'll probably feel that in your hip flexors as well. Okay, last one. Actually, we've got two more exercises. We're going to do the toe raises first, so just lifting the toes on one side and then the other. So just going back and forth. What we're doing here is just working the front of our legs here. So that helps us to raise or to lift the front part of our foot as we walk. Often we trip over things, especially as we get older. We tend to do that because the muscles are getting weaker, especially in that area. Okay, last one for strength training. Let's bring those feet wide, sitting on the edge of your chair, and we're going to stand up and then sit back down in our chair. So we're working the inner part of our legs here a little bit more, coming up, flexing those glutes, and coming down. You can have your hands here if you wish. If you need to help yourself up a bit, that's okay. Making sure that you're sitting on your chair. Not falling is what I mean, that you're careful to make sure your chair is there as you come down. And down. Let's do 3 more. And last one. And down. Excellent. Okay, moving into posture, let's have our hands as if our arms are against so our hands and our arms are against the wall, or pretending there. Let's bring the hands up as if you're following the wall. Okay, so pretend that wall is behind you. Bring the elbows down, follow that wall up. So we're trying to get our shoulders back here. Going up and pretending that wall is there. Let's do one more. Okay, and then this time the arms are angled in front, pretending that you have a towel in your hand. So let's pretend that towel is there. Okay, so just above the knees. We're bringing the arms up, bring them back as far as you can, and if you can, bring them all the way back down. And then coming back around that chair again and in front. So you may only be able to go to this position, and that's fine. Just work on trying to get them back a little bit more. Holding and then coming back down. One more time, going back as far as you can. If you can, go all the way around or all the way back. And then coming back down in front. Good, getting those shoulders back one last time. Moving on to our balance exercises, and then we'll have our stretching. Okay, so balancing. Okay, so if you're seated, first of all, you're going to lift one foot. You're gonna have the arms out to the side, and you're just gonna lean from side to side, okay? When that hip gets tired, just switch legs. Okay, so you're just gonna switch back and forth. But if you're able to stand, I encourage you to stand to try and work on your balance for standing. Let me just get these out of the way. Okay, so let's bring one foot up, and your hands are here, so they're close by in case you need to grab onto. And otherwise you're going to let go, and we're going to count for down from 20. So 20, 19, 18. So try and hold as long as you can on that one foot to balance as much as you can. We're at about 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. So bringing that foot up, other side, and starting with 20 seconds. So if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can look around the room. That's definitely making it harder rather than looking down. And you'll feel your foot moving around trying to keep you straight. Okay, bring that foot down. Our next one is doing a clock, sorry. So I'm gonna have that here. So having the foot at 12, 3, and then 6. Okay, now if you can, have the hands up. So let's start together. So 12, 3, and 6. Coming back in front, going around. Now bring your gaze in front if you can. Having your hand close to that chair in case you need to grab on. And one more time. So the supporting leg that is holding you is always slightly bent. And bring that foot back in. Let's switch to the other side. So foot in front, letting go of the chair. 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock in this instance. Coming in front, side, and back. Front, side, and back, looking in front, side, and back. One more, side, and back. Excellent, good. So your legs are probably a little bit tired from doing that as well. So let's go into our stretching. We will be doing the stretching in the chair. Okay, let's start with our legs. So sitting on the edge of your chair, having one foot out, leaning forward, feeling that stretch in the back of your leg. You should feel that in your calf as well as in your hamstring. So focusing on some nice deep breaths here too. And coming out of that stretch, let's switch to the other side. And coming out of that one, let's just bring the hands together, pressing the hands out in front. So sitting up straight, back is straight. And bringing the hands this way, let's just lean forward, allowing the hands to come down to the feet, leaning over your legs, dropping the head. Feeling that stretch in your lower back. And then rolling yourself back up. Head coming up last. Let's do that one more time. So over the legs, over the knees, holding that stretch. And rolling back up. And bringing the shoulders back, hands in front. And then just bring the hands back as far as you can. If you're able to, you can grab onto the back of the chair and pull forward. If you can't, that's fine. Then you're just gonna hold the arms back as far as you can so you feel that nice stretch to the chest and also through the arms. Coming out of that stretch, let's just drop the ear down to the shoulder. So feeling that stretch in the side of your neck. If you want to intensify it, you can press that hand out to the side. Rotating that head forward so chin is towards the chest, going over to the other side, pressing that hand out and relaxing into that stretch, closing your eyes if you wish. Rotating the head back forward, over to the other side, holding that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back down, over to the other side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, looking back in front, looking up to the ceiling, looking down at your lap or at the floor, and hold. Looking in front again, this time looking in your blind spot as if you're driving, and hold. Sitting up straight, back is flat. And looking in front, other side. And looking in front, having one arm in front, crossing the arm in front of the body for a shoulder stretch and pull that in. If you want to, you can bring that foot back out on the opposite side and lean forward slightly too, just to give that leg a little bit more of a stretch. Let's switch to the other side, bring that foot back in, arm in front, cross in front, pull that in, other leg goes out, leaning forward. And come out of that stretch. Now, if you're able to, bring that leg up and just pull the knee in to feel that stretch through the hip. This can be a little bit more complicated. If this is too complicated, just work on this stretch and then coming down and feeling it that way. This is a little bit more advanced and can be difficult to bring that foot up. So do what you can. Bringing that foot down. Again, you can do this one or pull the knee in. Okay, bringing that foot back down, bringing a foot under the chair, and then leaning forward with your hip, but leaning back with your torso. So you should feel a nice stretch here. So you can play with this stretch a little bit, as you can with all stretches, to just move around a little bit to see what feels best for you. But this is going to be a really nice one for the hip flexors. Taking a nice deep breath in and breathing out. Bringing that foot back out, sitting up straight, other side. So first of all, bringing that foot under, bring it back as far as you can, and then leaning back. Almost done. And coming out of that one. So the other option for that one would have been to have your foot at the side and pressing that foot back. That's another option. You'll feel the stretch there as well. Okay, taking a nice deep breath in, bring the arms overhead, reaching up, and then just holding the arms there, and let's just reach up with one hand at a time. Last one. And bringing the arms back down. And that is it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got a lot out of that one. It was a longer one than usual. I hope to see you next time. Have a great week, everyone. Bye for now.